Okay, you said the school was very family oriented, and you said that you all were close. So, would you say your time in Scotlandville was a happy one?
Yes, I was very well. The whole class was emotional when it was time to leave. That's just how close knit we were. We knew each other so well. We visited each other's homes. Uh, we were just like I said, a big happy family. And when it was time to part, it was a very emotional time for us.
Okay. What were the teachers like there? Were they hard, easy?
I'm gonna put it in between. I'm gonna say in between. Of course, in any situation, you have teachers that you quote, uh, say that they're too hard on you or whatever. But as I said before, they cared. And some children, as they do today, need structure. And they took you under their wings and they saw to you getting what you needed. Uh, they weren't so much your buddy, friend, but you felt comfortable enough where you could go to them if you had an issue, a problem, or whatever, and you didn't feel like everybody was going to find out what was going on. So they were your second parents. That's the bottom line.
All right. Okay. What was the curriculum like?
We had a curriculum that's similar to what you have today. We had honor classes, but the honor classes that we had wouldn't necessarily gain you units for college. But we had your basic math, social studies, science, things of that nature. What we did have that I don't think you have today unless it's in a specialized school is your home economics. Things like that, your mechanics or your industrial arts are more specialized in certain schools. But we had just your general studies just like you have today.
Okay. I'm going to ask a personal question. Well, was Scotlandville a was it did it have an effect on the community during that time?
Well, when you think about Scotlandville was the only high school in this area, uh, I think it basically kept the community together because we had parental involvement. Everybody knew everybody. So it was a interaction where you kept on top of everything. Your parents were involved, and if one couldn't be available, you knew your neighbor would be there or whatever. So that's the way it was.
Okay. Did Scotlandville have any legal troubles since you graduated or during your time there?
Well, as in all school systems, you're going to have minor problems. Um, we didn't, to my when I think back, we didn't have anything so major that you had to shut the school down or anything like that. Everything was handled. The things that did occur were handled Johnny on the spot, and you didn't have your public getting involved in the issues.
Okay. And for my last question, what would you say to the current freshmen and sophomores and juniors during this time? What would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
First and foremost, I would say that they need to learn as much as they can. They need to carry themselves in a manner to be acceptable in society. They need to make sure that they're concentrating on the future and not the now, because everything that they can encompass in their lives is going to carry over. So they need to make sure they get as much as they can. Reach for the stars. Nothing is impossible.
Okay. All right, that's all the time we have for this interview.